To control system lectures. In this video I am going to discuss the Routh-Hurwitz criterion or RH criterion. The main purpose of RH criteria is to find the stability of closed loop systems. Now let us see how to determine the stability. And in general, the characteristic equation can be written as nth order polynomial a0 s to the power n plus a1 s to the power n minus 1 plus and so on a n minus 1 s to the power 1 plus a n equal to 0. This is my characteristic equation which has been derived from the denominator of the transfer function. So it means the root of this particular equation are nothing but the poles of the closed loop system. Now we are interested to know whether the system with this characteristic equation is stable or not. Well, in the Routh stability technique, first we have to arrange the coefficients of characteristic equation into an array called Routh array or Routh table. Now I form a Routh array, an array formulation, and from the array formulation I will be able to make a conclusion regarding the criterion. So the first term is s to the power n. Let me write here s to the power n, then s to the power n minus 1, s to the power n minus 2, and so on, count down to s to the power 0. This is simply a count of the rows. Well, the first two rows are given to you and the coefficient of this first two row are given by this characteristic equation. How do you write these rows? Please see it very carefully. S to the power n, first coefficient is a0, so let me write here a0. Then you write leaving one coefficient. You see then after a1 it is a2. If n is even, so it means all the coefficients here corresponding to even powers of s will appear. And if s is odd, that is if n is odd, then all the coefficients corresponding to odd powers of s will appear in the first row. So in this particular case, I am writing a0, a2, then a4, and so on. Similarly, s to the power n minus 1, I said coefficient of s to the power n minus 1 are also given to you. The first coefficient is a1. Again, if n minus 1 is even, well, all even coefficients will appear. If odd, then all the coefficients corresponding to odd powers will appear. So in this particular case, it is a1, then a3, then a5, and so on. So these are the two rows of the Routh array formulation which is given to you. So the total array formulation I am going to get over here using these two particular rows. So now I take this pair, take up this coefficient a1 and multiply with a2, a0 with a3, and write the coefficient here as a1 a2 minus a0 a3 divided by a1. This is the first coefficient of the row s to the power n minus 2. Let us look at the second element of this. Since the space is not there, let me put it as b2 and write b2 separately here. Then b2 will be equal to a1 into a4 minus a0 into a5 divided by a1. So b2 will be equal to a1 a4 minus a0 a5 divided by a1. I hope the procedure now gets known. And the next element, say b3, if there are coefficients here, it will be a1 into this coefficient minus a0 into this coefficient divided by a1. If there is no coefficient in the multiplication, you will take the coefficient to be equal to 0. A missing coefficient will be taken as 0 coefficient in the process of construction. I am sure when I take up the examples, this will become more clear, but you just set the rule in your mind. So this I got the s to the power n minus 2 elements. Now you go to the next one, the next row after this, s to the power n minus 3. The procedure is same. Now you take these two elements. So the this particular element now here, let's say C1, will be constructed like this: this into A3 minus A1 into B2 divided by this. Then we will get C1. The same procedure goes. In this way, we write all the elements in the route table. Well, according to the RH criteria, the condition for the system stability are that all the coefficients in the first column should have same sign and no coefficient should be 0 in the first column. That means all the coefficients in the first column should be either positive or negative. We do not talk about the magnitude of the elements, we only need the sign of the elements in the first column. If any sign change occurs in the first column, then the system is unstable. And according to this criteria, the number of sign changes in the first column is equal to the number of poles in the right half of the S-plane. That means if the elements have sign positive, then positive, positive, then negative, then positive, here two sign changes, positive to negative and negative to positive, two sign changes, that means two poles will be in the right hand side of the S-plane. I think instead of talking about the general case, it will be useful if I immediately go to a numerical example, because this will clarify the technique better. So let me take an example. Take a characteristic equation: s to the power 4 plus 2s cube plus 3s square plus 4s plus 5 equal to 0. So what I will do is, I take the first two rows as s to the power 4 and s cube. So I am writing here 1, then 3 and 5 here, because this is an even power. So all these coefficients corresponding to even power of s are coming over here. Similarly, s cube is in odd power, so all the coefficients corresponding to odd power will come here. So it will be 2 and 4. See here, s to the power 4, 3s square and 5s to the power 0 all are even power of s, and 2s cube and 4s, these two are odd power of s. So the two rows have been constructed. Now I will construct the next row from these two rows. So it will be s square. So here 2 into 3 minus 1 into 4 divided by 2 will give me as 1. I got the answer with me. So now next coefficient will be 2 into 5. Let me use different pen. 2 into 5 minus 1 into missing term. Missing term means 0. So 2 into 5 divided by 2, it will give me as 5. Now next s to the power 1 row. Here 1 into 4 minus 2 into 5 divided by 1, this will give me minus 6. And again 1 into missing term minus 2 into missing term divided by 1, this will give me 0 only, so no need to write here. So let us go to the last one. It is s to the power 0. So here I think it is the easiest one, because there is a missing term. So here we can write it directly 5 here, because minus 6 into 5 divided by minus 6, this will give 5 only. So now our route array formulation is over. So according to Rauther's criteria, a system is stable if all the coefficients in the first column are same, and if any sign change occurs in the first column, then the system is unstable. Since here from plus 1 to minus 6 one sign change, and again from minus 6 to 5 one sign change, so therefore total two sign changes, hence the system is unstable. And since two sign changes, therefore two poles will be in the right hand side of the S plane. So by using RH criteria, we can determine the stability of a system, and also we can find the number of right hand side poles of a system. So in the next video I will go through a couple of more examples, and I will also determine two special cases with the Routh array that require just a few extra steps. Thank you.